Yeah, 100%.
Is it? Yeah.
Well, I went to a few places.
Proper clubs. Don't forget, like when I was young.
No, I went to a few places that you were told were clubs, but they weren't clubs. The first real one I went to was Sundissential at Pulse.
Right, that's a real one. Because
that's what got me hooked.
The clubs that I were going to was like Harper's in Walsall Wood, which was
yeah. Well, before I did Sundissential,
the Zone and Ethos.
Yeah, the Zone and Ethos was down there, but I ended up in Gilbert's in Willenhall. And that was supposed to be a club, and it was nothing more than an empty room.
So let's look at it as your first ever real experience with
Sundissential, definitely.
My first real experience, Baker's.
Top of Broad Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And it brings us on to the Birmingham clubbing scene and how brilliant that city is.
It's had some great brands come out of Birmingham.
I mean, even now, there's still some good stuff going on.
Obviously, like we've mentioned. Money Pennies.
Yeah. God's Kitchen.
Polysexual.
Mm.
Loads. And
Tintins.
then, obviously, Rainbow with Below.
But you smashing it.
Silk City. That's another Birmingham brand. They had a few. I know they had a few big garage things as well, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what they're called because that was before.
It was
I Eat Club.
Incredible.
But Birmingham's definitely had some good brands.
I think Birmingham has been overlooked. You know,
in what sense? Because Sundissential, people used to travel from all over the country for it.
But they would, like, everybody used to drive to, at the time, to Sheffield, to Gatecrasher, or to Niche.
No, Insomniacs we drove to.
No, but do you see what I mean? So you've got that place where people would go to, but I think as a whole, we've always been looked over as, like, Birmingham's the place to go.
Yeah, I get what you mean. But in some senses, no. God's Kitchen, people used to travel for that. And definitely Sundissential, because I made a lot of friends from up north, Leeds and Hull and that sort of way. They used to come down every week, drive down, do it and go home.
Yeah.
Not even a hotel.
Unreal. I'm like thinking back now to like that era.
For me, yeah. Sundissential was the era for me.
Fuck. I'm just
that's what made me. That's what made me pursue.
Well, yeah,
staying in clubs and DJing.
Well, it was Baker's and Scott Bond, and actually, what got me into DJing was there used to be a pub in Walsall Wood opposite Brownscourt called the Horse and Jockey.
Yeah.
And when I was about 16, 17, my mate's brother used to DJ in there on a Thursday night, Matt Berry.
Okay.
And he used to play like speed, garagey stuff. And I thought, yeah, this is a bit of me. And that's when I started getting into it. And that got me into it. And then when I went to Baker's, I'm sure I've got Scott Bond's name in my head.
I'm pretty sure Scott Bond would have played at Baker's, yeah.
Yeah, Scott Bond was playing, and he had nothing to do with the substances that I was on, but I loved him. Mm. And I loved the night, and that was me hooked.
Yeah.
Hooked. And I'll never ever forget that night.
Well, when I went into Sundissential for the first time, we had a little potter around like you do.
Yeah.
And I ended up above the DJ booth looking down over it. And I think it was Paul Kershaw was on, but we only got about the last half hour of his set.
Yeah.
And Andy Farley came on after him. And I watched him for an hour without moving behind DJ booth.
Mesmerised.
Yeah, and I just had a look at the reception he was getting from, obviously, the crowd, watch what he was doing and just went, I want to do that.
Do you think DJs still get that kind of reaction and appreciation now?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I do think so, yeah. Because, you see a lot of videos where it still goes off, but everyone's got a phone in their hand and they're not in the moment. Even though I weren't dancing at that point, I was in the moment just watching this guy mix records and get the reactions he was getting from, 1,200 people.